Okay, we are live again, and this time we should be correct. Sorry about that, y'all. Take just a second and we'll find it on the iPad and make sure that everything looks good. Okay. Sorry about that. A little bit of excitement first thing in the morning. Turn y'all sideways. Oh, we gotta turn that down. Sorry about that. Wow, technical difficulties today, y'all. But I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome. We have so much planned for you this morning, and we're very, very excited to have you here with us for this catalog launch party. Let me see. It looks like I still need to adjust my camera just a little bit, so hold on. I'm going to move it, so close your eyes if you get dizzy. A little bit of technical issues this morning. Good morning, Gail and Lisa. I think I saw Cassandra. Good morning. Baby Ruth is here. Judy. So glad y'all are with us. Okay. And there's Robbie. Good morning. So I know that it's going to be hot outside today here in Texas, and there's some of you that are joining us from other places, but it's summer, but we are going to be celebrating this new holiday catalog. It is so, so exciting. Lots of beautiful products, and we're going to make some cute projects today. A couple things we're going to actually be demonstrating. We have some tips for you, we have some projects for you to see, and we're just going to take a little walk through the catalog first, a little catalog stroll. So that's where we will begin this morning. And I think we've given some time for people to jump on. Hi, Donna. So we will go ahead and get started. Okay, Dale is here with me. So he's going to assist me, try to make sure that things run pretty smoothly from here on out, since we got off to a rocky start. Let's start with our catalog walkthrough. What we plan to do this morning is do the walkthrough of the catalog, and we're not going to stop at every single page, but I have some things that I think are easy to overlook that I want to point out to you. And then, we need to do a random number generator. I told them that would be, well, I messed that up.
Okay. How many is it?
We'll have to do that. Sorry, guys. We'll have to announce the winner of the scavenger hunt in just a little bit. I swear we got up this morning, we've had our coffee, and then all of a sudden it was 9 o'clock. Okay, so we're going to do our catalog walkthrough. We'll announce the scavenger hunt winner in just a little bit. I'll have to pull that up, Dale. So we're just going to have to do it in a little bit. It's okay. A lot of you participated in the scavenger hunt, and I'm so glad that you did. It was really fun to put that together for you, and I think it helps us to get to learn the catalog, and it helps you to get to learn the catalog too, and learn all these new products, and hopefully catch some things that you would have otherwise missed. So we're going to do our walkthrough, and then we've got some products to show you and a couple of demonstrations. Then we'll take a little break and come back with what we're calling Meet the Sweets. So we have 3 sweets to show you some of the products from. All right, so first, you know that I love the front of the catalog. It's absolutely beautiful. And we did have a second game called What's Missing. So those games have ended now. Of course, you can still do them for fun, but as far as prize entries, those games are closed. So we'll open up, and first thing on the inside front cover, we have a message from Shelly Gardner, who is the co-founder of Stampin' Up. So I always love to read what she has to say. And then we move right into our kits. And one of the scavenger hunt questions was 4 types of kits that we have. And we have subscription, which is paper pumpkin. We have all-inclusive kits. And an example of that is the beautiful card kit that is offered in this catalog. And then we have project kits, which examples of that is the tag kit, and then also this returning countdown calendar. And we have product medleys. So these do not come with instructions. It's lots of supplies that you can use and design your own projects. So those are our 4 types of kits. We're going to go back and take a look at Tag Buffet, which is a super cute kit. It makes lots of tags. It comes in this adorable box, which I love it when Stampin' Up! Provides the boxes as well. So you could actually use all of these supplies to put these kits together and then gift this. We've done that many times. We've made tags and then packaged them up cute, and people love receiving tags as a gift. So it has, as you can see, lots of supplies inside. These tags are beautiful too. That gold foiling. So lots of supplies to put all those tags together. Lots of die cut. Let me get to the back here where hopefully you can see those. These are really pretty. Gold foiling on them as well. So several sheets of your die cuts. And then you also have a roll of twine. Now, of course, this comes with instructions, and each tag has a picture and then the instructions to help you put that together. And this is an example of a project kit because not everything you need is in this box. You also need to purchase the Tag Buffet stamp set that coordinates with it, and you need some red and green ink. So when you look at our all-inclusive kits, everything you need is in the box to make the cards, including the stamp set and the ink spot. But when you go to project kits, then you supply some other things. Now what's great is you can use that stamp set over and over and create more projects with it. But those are our 4 types of kits, so I wanted to start there. And then look at here. These are just a few things that I want to go over with y'all today. So we will move back to the first suite, which is called Heartwarming Hugs. And it has the most adorable designer series paper in it. It also has the mini coffee cup carrier and the mini coffee cups. So the dies that are in this suite collection cut out a wrapper for the coffee cup. It's just so cute, and this paper is adorable. You'll be seeing it a little bit later in some other projects. I don't have these yet, but they are food safe. You can actually put warm beverages in them. So I wanted to point that out to you because I think that's really, really cute. So then we'll turn back to, oh, this is really cute too. And we actually have this stamp set here right now. A customer purchased it and it came in yesterday. So this is one that's kind of easy for you to overlook, and so I wanted to point this out. This stamp set coordinates with a bow builder punch. So I thought that was really neat, something different. So we wanted to be sure and show you that. And then moving back to the Poinsettia Place suite. Beautiful, beautiful projects. I love that Stampin' Up! Is showing so many projects to inspire you, so many samples in our catalogs now. And just like in our annual catalog, when you see the suite collection, when you turn the page, the stamp set is really featured here. So you get a much closer look at this gorgeous stamp set and the fact that it's got some nice poinsettia images that would be great if you love to color. But going back to this suite, let me see. I know we have some paper to show you. Let me find it. Is that those? No, not for poinsettia, do we?
No.
No, just the ribbon. I was going to point out the paper is gorgeous. This is a specialty paper that actually overlays some of your designer series paper. So really, really pretty. This suite has a gorgeous real red ribbon, and it's got a sheer look to it. I have already used a couple bolts of this ribbon. It is just so pretty. This is in our Team Make and Take this month, and I can't tell you how gorgeous this ribbon is. You have to have this ribbon. I don't have the paper from this suite, that's right. Okay, then we're going to move back. We're going to page 25, and we do have the paper for Trimming the Town. Yes, that's one that I want to share with you. And we'll show you too. This has a really cute stamp set that coordinates with it. But what I love is the paper. So we're going to show you that. And I really feel like you could fussy cut a lot of the houses from the paper. I've got both pieces of this one. Now you do get 2 each of the 6 sheets, double-sided designs. Aren't those cute? Absolutely adorable. That's why I'm saying I think you could fussy cut a lot of these. Here's the wreath pattern. And then we've got these cute little trees. Lots of little people. I love the colors in this paper too. And then more houses in a little smaller scale. Really the town, isn't it? So let's take a look at the B side. And again, really cute little images and stripes. I love this when you've got the little words that you can cut out, and you can use them in strips or you can cut them apart. Adorable polka dot. And then the stripe. And this one looks like little snow flurries. So here's what I'm thinking. If you are a scrapbooker, which I know a lot of you are, this is one of the sheets that I would kind of struggle with because I don't know really, as far as card making, how I would utilize this paper. I mean, you could certainly cut it up, but different sections of it would be a little bit harder to work with. So what I thought you could do is pair it with one of the other 12 by 12 sheets. You could put your title up here or over in one of the other areas that's not got as many images, and then you could use one of the other papers to put your photos. And what's great with this coordinating paper is any of them would work. See how cute? I love this. So a super easy way to do some scrapbooking, and you could just put your pictures on the right side. So that's why I fell in love with this paper. And I think that that's all that I got from this suite, isn't it, Bill?
Probably says she gives her a thumbs up.
Oh, thumbs up. Okay, yes, I know I have several scrapbook lovers in our group, so I definitely wanted to point that paper out. It's just adorable. And then I wanted to tell you a little bit too. We're down to page 27. And we have something called Returning Faves, this catalog. So Stampin' Up! Actually brought back some of the holiday products from last year that were super popular. And one of them is Merry Moose. So you have the stamp set that coordinates with the Moose Punch. So it's really fun. wanted to make sure that you knew about the returning faves, and I know that's another item that we had on our scavenger hunt. So I love that Stampin' Up! Has listened to us as demonstrators and customers and asked them to bring back some of those products that we already have that we can use with new items, and that really gives us more versatility and more value from those purchases that we've made. So you're going to see a couple of things like that countdown calendar too. That was from last year. Okay, did I skip something? I'm wondering. I'm not sure. Oh, here we are. There's some things I have marked at the top because we're going to come back to them in the second part of our party. So we're up to Snowflake Splendor, and that suite is on page 36. Absolutely gorgeous paper, you guys. Again, I went for the paper in this suite, and I started doing a weekly Facebook Live on Wednesday mornings at 10 o'clock. It's been almost 4 months ago now. So you know that before, or most of you know that before this pandemic, I pretty much had an all in-person business. I would say probably 85% of my business was in person. So people came to our home or to retreats, and that is how we made our projects and did all of our events was pretty much in person. And so we have had to pivot through this pandemic and do things in a virtual classroom on Facebook, do some to-go classes with PDF or video tutorials and that type of thing. And so I started that Facebook Live in an effort to just stay connected with you. And I can't believe that much time has gone by, but I did feature this paper in my weekly Facebook Live this past Wednesday. And do you have the samples there, Dale? Do you know where they are? We've got a couple samples to show you. So let's take this one out of the packaging. We've got the clear envelope on it just to keep it protected. I like to do that when I've got them in the box. I'll start with the paper then. So this is gorgeous. Lots of blues in this paper. We've got Night of Navy, Balmy Blue, Misty Moonlight, Pool Party. Beautiful, beautiful paper. Now this is the only piece that I have left of this design. But it's really, really pretty. Some of them are very, very subtle snowflake backgrounds. Some of them are more like a watercolor wash. But absolutely gorgeous. This one I feel like looks like a night sky in a snowstorm. Let me show you the B side. Like I said, I just have this one little piece left. We've used lots of paper lately. Isn't that pretty? So these are neat. Again, great for scrapbooking if you have winter photos, if you've gone skiing or something like that. We don't get much snow here in Texas. When we do, we are out there and all over it. And we got some last year, didn't we? Just a little bit. It lasts for a few hours, usually. So that's the gorgeous paper. And let me show you a couple of projects. Like I said, this is the one that we made on my Facebook Live this week. And we actually pulled in some dies called Christmas Layers that are in the annual catalog that I've had for a couple years and I haven't used a lot. But I love it when you're able to use what you have with some of the new products, and it just kind of updates everything. So just thought that was a very simple, non-traditional Christmas card, but very pretty. And then we also have another super simple card using that same Designer Series paper pack. Isn't that beautiful, that background? And then just a very small piece of silver foil paper. And that says, I believe I know it's silly, but I believe. So it's still cute. So cute. And we actually pulled in Pacific Point. That's another blue that is in this paper that I just don't use a lot. So I thought that just looked nice and snowy and cool. We need that cool feeling here in Texas. So that is on page 36 and 37.
Judy says she thinks she needs a snowflake paper.
Judy, you do need the snowflake paper. It is just stunning. You do. Okay, another item on page 41 that I think is super easy to overlook is this card rack. So this is something really different. I was kind of surprised when I saw it in the catalog, but I think it's a great idea. A lot of people love to display their holiday cards, and it just adds to the festivity of your home at the holidays. But we have all been sending each other a lot of cards through this pandemic. So I've seen a couple of your displays of cards that you've received, and I actually got one yesterday from our team member Suzetta. And so it just really is nice to display those, and it just reminds you of how much you're loved. So I thought that was a neat addition. And I don't have this, but I talked with another demonstrator. She said it's super easy to put together. Really cute. And then another item that was on your scavenger hunt is, I'm trying to think, Warm and Toasty is the name of this stamp set. And I think it's another one that it's not in a suite. It's a standalone set. Now there's not paper that coordinates with it, but you can use this cute little set with so many of the papers, and I thought it was just adorable. So wanted to bring that to your attention. And then let's see. Oh, this is a returning fave that I want to show you in case you missed it last year. So Gather Together, this is a beautiful stamp set for fall. And I want to show you how much I use this stamp set, you guys. Look at that. That is the sign. I think every single stamp in the set has been inked up. I know we did a class with this too. And then it also has the coordinating dies. Let me take them out of the packaging so you don't have that glare, or maybe, yes. So these dies are really, really cool, these leaf dies, because they cut, but they also emboss. So let me show you. We've cut out a couple of leaves for you. This may be a little bit harder to see on camera. This is in Cinnamon Cider. It's really pretty, and probably if you brought your sponge or sponge dauber in and added a little bit of ink, it would bring out the veining in the leaves even more. But look, when you cut these out of foil paper, how stunning these leaves are. So this is a returning fave for a very good reason, because it is beautiful. So this one, we also cut out kind of a background leaf, which it coordinates with the stamp, but you can pair those together. Put a little bit of linen thread or twine there and add that with the sentiment, and you have a super easy fall card. So I just wanted to point those out to you because I've gotten a lot of use from this set. It's really, really pretty. Okay. Oh, something I forgot to show you in the Snowflake Splendor. Dale just pointed out. Let me find my mat, so I think it'll show it better. This is the Snowflake ribbon, and you'll see it later today too. And I did show it on my Facebook Live this week, but it is so pretty. It's got some texture to it. It's not a super soft ribbon, but it's still easy to work with. So that's a really pretty one too. Thanks, Dale. Okay, let's move on to my next tab. And this is page 51. Another item that is super easy to overlook, and I know this to be true because I probably looked at this catalog about 10 or 12 times before I noticed these gold cards in envelopes. Really, really pretty. So they would be great for fall cards and also at the holidays to really step up your Christmas cards. So don't miss those. Then we're back to page 55, and there are some rectangle tins. Another item that I think is kind of easy to overlook in the catalog. So I would love to know what you would use these tins for. I think they're cute, and I'd love to have some ideas from you guys about what you would put in there and how you would use them in your crafting. And then let's see, we are now to, did I go too far? Is it other? No. Now to page 63. And another thing that I love that Stampin' Up! Does is brings the annual catalog and the holiday catalog together. So you have this super cute postage stamp punch that is in the annual catalog. It was just released in June. And now we have a coordinating stamp set for it from the holiday catalog as well. So that really adds value to that purchase that we make, to have another stamp set that works well with the punch. And I love punches. Okay, now we are on to page 68. Bring this back over this way. And we have these little round tins. And again, an item that I think is easy to overlook. So we do want to show you kind of what size these tins are. We've actually got a ribbon combo pack inside. So you can see they're pretty good size. Wouldn't that make a cute gift? Decorate the outside, but cute gift for any of your favorite crafters be to give them a couple bolts of ribbon. Now you could certainly fill this with candies. There's so many things that you could use these tins for. You're going to be able to wrap a strip of designer series paper around and decorate. Or let me show you what we did. Oops. We made this cute little snowman tin, and we used the largest of the stitched circle dies from Stitch Shapes and just covered that hole. Let me bring that lid back in so you can see it's got the little window through with the plastic piece. Just covered that hole with the designer series paper. And again, bringing in a product from last year, the Snowman Builder Punch carried over. So we just made a quick little snowman, and we actually used the black glimmer paper from one of the Halloween suites to give him a cute little hat. And just an easy gift to put together. This would be so cute if you have coworkers that you want to give a little gift to. How fun to come to work one morning and find this little cute gift on your desk. So many uses for these tins, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys would do with them. Any comments, Dean? No? Okay, we'll move on. We are already up to page 72, and I just wanted to bring this to your attention, that we have what's kind of a bundle index. So you know we have lots and lots of samples on the pages that feature the suite collections and the bundles. And don't forget that your bundles give you 10% off. So when you purchase the stamp set and dies or the stamp set and punches together, you get a 10% discount. But this bundle index gives you one more really nice sample of the bundles, and it also is a great place to kind of use as an index to go back and find things in the catalog too. So you've got lots of samples from the different bundles. And then we move into a product index. So you've got product index for the designer series paper, for the embellishment. So if you're looking for something, although these pictures are super small, I find it really helpful to go back and here in the index to find what I need, and then move through to the catalog. And then, of course, I want to talk with you a little bit about hosting. In this pandemic, we are not really gathering still, but there's still ways that you can host and get benefits, the Stampin' rewards. You can actually host a virtual party with me. We are doing some things on Zoom now, so if you wanted to get a group together, we could do a group on Zoom and have a party. We can also have our own party. You can host your own order, basically. So when a party or order goes over $150, you receive Stampin' rewards, which is 10%, starts at 10% of the sales. So that gets you $15 of free product that you get to choose out of any of the catalogs or our clearance rack. So just want you to be aware of that benefit. And then also, I wanted to talk to you about joining Stampin' Up. So we have a really awesome team called the Super Inspired Stampers. The way that you get to be in our team is just to purchase the starter kit. You get to choose $125 worth of product, and you just pay $99 plus tax. You get free shipping, and that makes you a demonstrator, but it does not bring any obligation with it. You just get to basically be a VIP shopper. You get early access to new products. You are able to earn some rewards. We have incentives in our team. You just get to be part of Stampin' Up. And we have a lot of people on our team that do not do this as a business. They don't hold classes. They don't do events, and you don't have to. So I wanted to make sure that you knew that we would love to have you as part of our Super Inspired Stampers team. And then be sure and look at the back of the catalog, because there's some super cute projects on the back as well. Okay, we're going to go back now, and I've got a couple things marked here at the top. So this little set, and I don't think we pulled the triangle dies, did we, Dale? Oh, you did. Okay, so let me see those right quick. In our annual catalog, and I don't have these on a magnet sheet yet, so some of them are moving around on us, but in the annual catalog, we have these stitch triangle dies, and they are awesome. And there is a stamp set that coordinates with them. When I first saw them, I didn't really pay a lot of attention to them. Then I started seeing people making projects with them, and we got the holiday catalog. Demonstrators got to see it early, and I saw the super cute stamp set that coordinates with this. So just wanted to bring these to your attention. See how many dies you get? This is an awesome, awesome set. So it coordinates in this holiday catalog with tree angles. So we've got a couple of little projects to show you from, oh, first of all, yeah, I'll bring in the stamp set. It's adorable. You've got lots of options with it. And then we've got a couple samples to show you. We've got some tags, and these are actually some that I've shown on my Facebook Live. Some of you may have seen them. If you know LaDonna, in the past, she has had an upside-down Christmas tree, so that's why we have an upside-down Christmas tree tag. And then we've got these two also. So just using the Designer Series paper, and this is actually from Heartwarming Hugs. Using that Designer Series paper and those triangle dies, just super simple little tags. And I'll show you where this die tag comes from in a little bit. And then we made another little tag and an envelope for it. Isn't that darling? And look at that red foil paper. That is also in this holiday catalog, a package of red and green foil paper if you want to add a little shimmer. That would also be really good to do some die cut words from. So a little bit of stamping, and you've got a cute 3x3 card and envelope, and these envelopes are available in our annual catalog, so perfect to slip in with a gift. And then what else did we have? We have another card, don't we? Yes. This is a non-traditional color Christmas card.
Maybe Ruth wants you to add a cat.
Oh.
Upside down Christmas tree.
Yes, LaDonna is known for her cats. LaDonna's known for loving Christmas. And she's been doing a Christmas countdown, I think, for a couple months now, probably since January 1st. But yes, she has cats named Jingles and Bells. Jingles and Bell. Miss Jingles and Bell. And so Belle gets in a lot of trouble. And I kind of think that maybe Jingles is involved, but Belle gets in a lot of trouble. And there has been an actual photo of Belle on the top of that upside down Christmas tree. So yes, we need a little cat to go on that tag, don't we? That's funny, Baby Ruth. So back to this one. This is a non-traditional color little Christmas card, and just stamping, bringing in Melon Mambo. Let's see, that is, oh gosh, I can't think. Pear Pizzazz. I think we use Garden Green to stamp on it. And then when you stamp off using Pretty Peacock, look at that beautiful color that you get. So you ink it up and then stamp it onto some scrap paper and then stamp your image, and you get that second generation stamping. So that gets you a little bit more mileage out of your stamp pad. So I thought that was cute. Added just a little bit of bling. Very simple, but a super cute card. And then we actually have a project that we're going to put together with you. Let me bring in my supplies here. Just put everything in an envelope. Let me make sure I've got everything. And let me get organized. So we've got some trees, and I don't know that the camera will pick up on this, but we ran it through that texture embossing folder. I'm trying to think what it's called. Tasteful Textures. Thank you, Dale. So I do need that red ribbon back. Okay, so what I did here was just cut a piece of real red cardstock at 5.5 by 4.25, and then I'll have to do the math. I think this is what, 5.5? Yes. It's 10.5 by 4, and scored it at 5.25. So that's just going to layer on top of that piece. So it's going to open up like this. So it's a little bit different fold. Let me see if I can get my glue to work. We'll go ahead and put this together. I may need you to grab my Stampin' Seal, Dale. No, it's going. We'll go ahead and put this on the base. And I went ahead and stamped the sentiment just to kind of save us a little bit of time. But it is from that little stamp set. Isn't that cute? You'll probably hear, oh, I've already messed up because I've already glued that down. I can still put that ribbon on though. We'll go ahead and add this little scrap of Designer Series paper. Now you're going to see us today using those paper scraps, so especially from your holiday products, don't throw away your scraps. Come up just a little bit. Because we've got some ideas for you with those paper scraps, okay? So that just brings in a little bit of color there. And then we've got our trees. And I actually chose not to put a tree trunk on these. So I want to bring this one in. This one is a two-step. So you stamp the leaves and then you stamp the flowers, or vice versa, before you cut it out. So let's add our trees. And bring them right up here towards the top. So are y'all loving these triangles? I am. I think they're so cute. We'll just put this guy over here. And then we're going to bring this one in, I think maybe down just a little bit. Yeah, let me get some dimensionals and we'll pop it up. So again, this is a super simple little card. I think it's so cute. Let me see here where I want him exactly.
Red Rose said she overlooked the triangle pies.
Did you? I did too, to be honest with you. There's just so much. It's hard. It's hard to see everything, and then you start seeing people posting pictures of projects or seeing videos, and you just fall in love with stuff. So we're going to bring this ribbon actually up and around, and I think I'm just going to tie a knot here. Do you see my scissor, Dale? And I think we have some new friends on with us. So Dale is my husband. He is the best. He helps me a lot, especially when we're doing videos and stuff. And if you could see, we have a 6-foot table back behind us, and it is covered with our projects and products that we want to show. We have it all organized. I'm really sorry that I did not pick the winner of the scavenger hunt this morning before we got on, but we will remedy that when we take a little break. Okay. Just snip those ends. And I know that if you've watched my videos much, I work from the bolt just to kind of help conserve my ribbon a little bit. And I think once I get off camera, I'll come in and put a little glue dot underneath that knot just to hold everything in place. So there you go. That's a super quick and cute little Christmas card for you using tree angles and those stitched triangle dies. Now I know when you're using the designer series paper, the stitching doesn't show up a lot, but it still gives it a little bit more texture. So, and of course you could stamp on your envelope, because we don't like naked envelopes, right? And that's that super cute ribbon that I was telling you guys about too. So pretty. So let me get this out of the way, and we will come back to our catalog. Whoops. And I've got one more project to make for you, and one more stamp set. Did we pull this stamp set to share with you? Another standalone, and this one I did not miss. This was one that really jumped out at me. Christmas Means More, because if you know me, you know I love the bold fonts, bold sentiment. So this one is really, really pretty.
Gail said she really liked the way the last card went together.
Oh, good. I'm glad, Gail. It's easy. Yes. That's just a different little fold. And it still gives you that red background. So yeah, I thought that was fun. So if you look in the catalog, there's a couple different places where we have something called Step It Up. And basically, we've got 3 different levels of crafting here. We've got a very easy project with very limited supplies. Then you step it up just a little bit and add some bling and a die cut. And then you step it up even more and add a little bit more bling and die cut with a strip of foil paper back behind there. So this is one of the places where we're going to tell you, save those scraps. And when we have been making some swap cards and doing projects to get ready for this party and doing Facebook Lives, you end up with scraps when you cut into your paper. And a lot of times they seem to be inch wide. So you may have a 12-inch by 1-inch strip. And what do you do with those? Put them down a little bit. We can put them on our envelopes and add them. We can put a little strip on the inside of our card, or even at the bottom of the front of our card. There's lots of things you can do with those, but this is a fabulous idea. So remember this layout and kind of think outside the box. You don't have to have these supplies to create a card like this. This would make a super, super cute birthday card with birthday paper and a birthday sentiment, something nice and bold and big, or even some balloons on there. So really look at your layouts and see what you have and what you can do with it. So we're going to show you a couple of projects here. So first up, we have a lot of the Heartwarming Hugs little strips of paper because we've made some swap cards with it, and it really is probably my favorite paper in the new catalog. It has a little bit of a vintage feel to it. Super, super cute. Now this, if you'll remember, is that first suite that has the mini coffee cups and that mini coffee carrier. So here we are using the stamp set, and I actually went with a little bit different sentiment than what they did in the catalog. Just put the bow like they did with 3 strips of Designer Series paper, 3 scraps of Designer Series paper. Okay? So then we're going to step it up a notch, and using the same sentiment, we're going to add 4 strips of Designer Series paper and one of the bells. And I didn't really focus on the suite that has the bells. We're going to show you that in the next segment with Meet the Suite. But we are using the stitched, these are actually the stitched rectangles, aren't they?
Yes.
That we used to cut out the sentiment. So again, a super simple card. You'll also see this gold cording in a little bit too. Super simple card, stepped up just a little bit by adding that little bell. And now we'll go ahead and make with you the really stepped up version. Make sure I get all my pieces out and get organized here. So this is Pear Pizzazz. And we were talking about this, and Dale said too, this is kind of a spring color. Not something that I have used a lot at the holidays before, but I love how it looks with the reds, and really, really pretty. So we took this time and cut a panel of the Pear Pizzazz and ran it through the Scripty embossing folder. So it may not show much, and it's not going to add a lot to the card, but it's going to add a little something to give it a little bit more texture and dimension. So I'm going to pop that up using some dimensionals here. Can you see my take your pick tool down? And so this is just part of stepping this card up a little bit. Okay, let me go in and get these backings off. And I know you've seen me do this with the Take Your Pick tool. It is awesome. If you don't have one, you're missing out. I use mine all the time, every day. Oh, that one's being stubborn there. And what's great is, and I think Dale just pulled them off, all of them gather up. All the backings gather on the end, and you just pull it off. And I haven't had nearly as many backings around my house since we started using that method. So let me just put this on the card front here. It is not folded very well. Let me try that again. And this is not the way that I normally cut my card bases, but I thought this was cute to have a top opening. So you've got the 11 by 4 1/4, and you score it at 5 1/2. Still not lined up great, but that's okay. We're just going to demonstrate here. Just adding that layer to give a little bit more interest. And then we've got a piece of gold foil sheet, and we've got these strips, and they are cut at 4 inches and 4 1/2 inches. All these strips of Designer Series paper. So we're going to get to kind of decide how we want to do this. And these are going to need to overlap because we're adding a little more. I definitely want shiny on top, right? We'll come in. That's the same pattern, so let's see here. I think I like the red. Kind of decide how we're going to lay it out first. That's a little bit harder to put 5 strips, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go with it. Let me find my glue. Now let me know what you think of this. I loved being able to use my scraps. really cute. Let's go with this one next. And most of that embossing is going to be covered, but that's okay. And we'll bring this one over here and bring it down a little bit. I know y'all have scraps of designer series paper, right? And we'll bring that gold foil sheet right in the middle.
Cassandra says she loves the idea.
Isn't that a great idea, Cassandra? I know as much as you craft, you've got lots of scraps too. Okay, and another thing, on this one, I just adhered down the sentiment, and here, of course, we popped it up with dimensionals, and we're going to do that as well with this sentiment. Use some dimensionals on the back. It has been really fun making Christmas projects this week. And Christmas will be here before we know it. As crafters, you know, we have to get a jump on this because we need to make so many cards. So now is really the time to get started. I know a lot of people send out, you know, 80, 100 cards. And it's a great time to get started on gifts for people too. So one of the things I posted was also your favorite movie, and I said that mine was It's a Wonderful Life, so I thought this was the perfect sentiment to use on our card. I really did not fold that well. See if that looks, needs to come over a little bit. I love that movie. I loved reading all of your Christmas movie favorites. I'm going to need to check some of those out. I wasn't familiar with all of them. Let me put a little glue here too to tuck that piece of gold down. And then these bells are super cute, y'all. And like I said, I'll show you a little bit more about those in the next segment. What time is it, Dale? You know? Okay. Yeah, what we'll do is probably take about a 15-minute break or so and then come back. Just give us a chance to regroup just a little bit. I may put this one up here. I was going to put them together, but I may put that one up there. And then I've got a little bow with this gold cording, and y'all are going to love this. It's really, really cute. It comes in a ribbon combo pack, and I'll show you that later too. So it's pretty easy to work with, and especially with gold bells. This looks really pretty. So what I'm going to do is just take a glue dot and kind of roll it up with my fingernail and put that back behind because that cording is not super thick. And let's see, I may add it right here. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I did have a white panel to put inside too, didn't I? Let's add that right quick. hope y'all like this. I thought it turned out really cute. And I've got 3 more Christmas cards made already. That's kind of cheating, isn't it? So I thought that turned out really cute. So I love that you can step it up like that. Okay, I think we will go ahead. What do I have? Oh, I've got a couple more things to show you. Gosh, I have so much. Okay, so you've got the 1-inch strips, but we also all have those little like 1/4 and 1/2-inch strips laying around too. So we've got a couple little tags for you as well. So using our strips there. And we'll show you these cute little gems here in a minute. I've already gone through several packages of those. And then another one with the little tree. And here I just used the red rhinestones to decorate. And you will probably remember that tree punch. That also carried over. So you'll see that I'm using a lot of the new products with things that I already have, which is what I would encourage you to do as well.
Robbie and Jan are both saying it's super cute.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. I thought it turned out really cute. And I love now having this layout kind of in my card making arsenal. So I'm going to remember that when I have strips of paper. And same thing with the tags. You could make birthday tags. So I just think it's a really useful layout. And it's a great way to use those little strips. And you know, if they're all the same size, great. If you've got some that are thinner and some that are wider, that works too. So just use up those scraps, right?
Gail and Cassandra are on board with the tags.
You're on board with the tags. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I thought they were really fun. Aren't these colors so cute together? It's really a mix of real red with a lot of the greens. You're going to see shaded spruce even later in some of the projects too. So what time is it now, Dee? About 5 after 10. Give us maybe 15 minutes and we'll be back. We just need to move some things and bring some things over to this table. And we'll also take a minute to do a random number generator and figure out the winner for our scavenger hunt, and then also our What's Missing game, so we can announce that. We're going to have some other prizes too, and those will be announced a little bit later. But yeah, give us just a few minutes. We'll be back probably about 20 after, and have more goodness for you, more holiday goodness. Thank you.